gentlemen, we are back after popular demand. Or not really, but we're still here.
Oh, I can hear you.
Happy New Year. Let's hope 2019 brings more viewers.
And more fights.
And more roasts to Brady.
Oh, fuck. Oh, boy. Sorry, I'm just waking up here. Alright. So there's not much fights coming up for 3 weeks, but we had some interesting stuff on the weekend, especially with the guy on his t-shirt.
Floyd Money Mayweather.
Oh, fuck.
My name is Floyd. My name is Money. My name is Money Mayweather.
Put your money where your mouth is. You know, because I got a big mouth, and I got big money, and I'm running the show. So, you know, put your money where your big mouth is.
Okay, that's definitely going to be the post picture for, we're going to make a gif out of that.
Yeah. I just got meme. I just got made into a meme.
Yeah. He fought a 10-pound less.
Tenshin
Nakamura, or I don't know.
Some Japanese kickboxer.
Yeah.
In a exhibition boxing match.
3 rounds?
Yeah. So let's just start off with that. That being said, you guys in our poll last week said that crossover fights, that you basically were on the fence. So 56% of you said they were good, and 44% said they were bad.
I think it's bad for the sport.
Why do you think they're bad for the sport?
I guess actually depends on the fight. It's not something that should happen all the time like it is now.
It seems to be happening more and more frequency.
Yeah. So I think like Mayweather McGregor was good.
Okay.
But you don't need to have Mayweather versus some random. Actually, he's actually a huge star.
Over there though. No one cares over here.
But it was more meant for over there.
What about James Toney and Randy Couture? Should that have crossover fight?
No, because we knew it was going to happen in that fight.
Yeah, fair enough.
And it was just they were trying to embarrass boxing.
They were trying to make him look bad.
Yeah. Like, at least they were trying to make McGregor look good still, and that he had a chance, and people actually believed he had a chance.
Yeah. You got to give James Toney respect, though. He's the only boxer to go into a mixed martial arts match like that I can think of. Anyways,
UFC,
yeah, because didn't
Ray Mercer
did it?
Knocked Tim Sylvia out in 10 seconds.
Yeah. That's hilarious. But
that's why he's not allowed in the UFC ever again. So
who?
Tim Sylvia. That's why he wasn't allowed.
Because he got knocked out Ray Mercer?
Yeah.
Jesus. Ray Mercer's no joke though, man. He's a gold medalist in the Olympics.
It's true.
But what was I gonna say? Okay, my opinion on it is what Brady said. I don't think it should be happening the frequency it has been. But that being said, I do think that there's benefits to them because I voted yes, they should continue to happen because I think they do bring attention, crossover attention, so you get MMA fans watching boxing matches and boxing fans watching MMA matches that normally would never commingle, which grows both sports. What the fuck are you eating?
Not Pillsbury.
Class
wouldn't sponsor us.
You classless, ratty fuck. Eating in the middle of the podcast. I'm trying to get my voice across here, my opinion. You're fucking eating porridge. Fucking milk and cookies over here. I think it's good. I think it's good for both. Everybody wins. I don't see it as a negative.
Brings in money.
But I think when you do things like this, it just happened at rizin 14, Floyd and Tenshin, that's terrible. Floyd showed up an hour and a half late to the fight. Did you hear about that?
No, I didn't know that.
So it was 20 fight card, okay? He's the main event, the 20th fight. The 19 fights happened. Thinking how long of a card that is, though. 20 fights. And then, so the 19 fights happened, and then they had to do intermission. The pay-per-view had to go on intermission until Floyd showed up.
What?
Oh, fucked up, right? So he shows up. He gets there. He's not even in shape. He's just kind of like joking around in the ring, throwing like lead uppercuts and shit. If you know like Floyd Mayweather, he never really does much in the first round to begin with. So he's like walking tension down, throwing lead uppercuts. He's not even in shape, and gets him out of there in the first round. What did you think about that?
It's kind of embarrassing for Risen Star.
Okay, but do you think that it was a legitimate fight?
Yeah.
You don't think that was fixed?
I don't know.
It looks fixed to me. But the fact he didn't even come in shape. When does Floyd never come in shape?
Yeah, that's true.
He took Conor seriously. If anything, Tenshin should be a tougher fight for him than Conor. Conor's never had a professional kickboxing or boxing match. This guy's 32-0 kickboxer.
Probably, yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He should be taking this guy more seriously than Conor.
It's true.
It doesn't make sense to me. I think the whole thing was, my opinion is, I think it was fixed. It didn't look real to me. It looked like it was staged, and then he's all crying at the end and shit.
Tenshin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
He said Floyd's as good as he says he is in the post.
Sorry, who?
Tenshin said that. He said that Floyd is as good as people made him out to be.
Oh my god. Okay, cool, man. That doesn't mean much because we didn't see much from you. But a lot of people are saying that they thought that Floyd was going to get fucked over. Like, they were going to put Tenshin over. He's 20 years old. He's the rising star over there in Japan.
Yeah.
They thought that they were somehow going to, like, screw him over. But, I mean, shit. I don't know what happened.
How the hell would they do that?
If it went the distance, they'll just give it to the other guy.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Easiest $9 million that he's ever made, or what?
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's a fucking joke. I think he landed like 4 punches the whole fight.
Tenshin?
No, Floyd.
What?
He didn't. Did you not watch the fight?
I've seen highlights.
I think he landed like 4 shots, and every time he hit him with a clean shot, he went down. Every time. The first knockdown, he didn't even get hit, and he just fell down.
Wow.
Yeah, check it out. I think our next poll is gonna be about this fight, so let us know this week. We'll go over that next week. But anyways,
I'll have to check that out.
yeah, you gotta. How did you not watch that?
I seen the highlights.
You knew we were gonna be talking about that today.
I knew the highlights. But
All right, what else you got, Brady?
if I seen the highlights, then I seen the fight.
Yeah, fair enough. The highlights probably are longer than the actual fight was.
We can talk about the UFC, what happened on the weekend. Talk about John Jones and Alexander Gustafsson. So
We're just gonna talk about the main event. We're not gonna talk about the other fights on the card.
I'm saying that's the card.
Okay, all right.
I think.
If you haven't noticed, we did a lot of coverage for the Jones versus Gus fight on Instagram. Probably should have done more so for the Cyborg and Nunes fight. It definitely got overshadowed, but I think it stole the show, to be honest.
Oh, that was crazy.
But we'll get to that.
Well, let's talk about first Ryan Hall and BJ Penn.
Oh, God.
BJ retired.
Like, you're calling for a retirement?
10 years ago.
You're calling for what is he? He's 0-5 the last 5 fights? Or
He's
1 draw or something?
He's 0-8. He's 0-7-1 in his last 8.
Yeesh.
Or yeah,
Oh,
he's in
boy.
a draw.
He's got to go on with a win. It's BJ Penn. He's going to keep fighting until he gets a win, I think.
How long till he gets cut though? Like you can't have a guy in the UFC and take it seriously if he's 6 losses.
And having BJ Penn fight on the prelims is tough. That's tough.
Absolutely.
How did he get ankle picked like that?
Because Ryan Hall is actually the best leg specialist.
But, like, it's BJ Penn, the phenom,
Ryan
the
Hall's-
prodigy.
He's a good leg lock person.
Out of nowhere, just jumps on the ground, grabs his ankle, done. Fights
He's
over.
done that to a lot of people.
Holy shit.
Ryan Hall could be a lightweight contender.
Interesting. I don't think fighting BJ Penn we can determine that, but
No, but he beat Gray Maynard.
Green Maynard's kind of past it too, though.
He's beaten Artem Lobov.
Oh, Mr. 13-14?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Tomato can. Anyways,
He's beaten all names that are past, so.
this guy never had his moment. Artem was never anything, bro. He's only known because he gets beat up by Floyd in training. It's the only reason people know Artem Lobov. Next fight.
Alright,
Next.
we'll talk about Megan Anderson versus Kaz Zagano.
This was a strange card, wasn't it?
Yeah. The kick to the eye.
It should be a no contest.
It should be a no contest.
Why, if I just thumb you in the eye and the fight has to end, why is that no contest? But a toe is any different. They're both digits. They're both, like, you know what I'm saying? It's an appendage. Like, you can't do anything about it. If anything, that should be more understanding because you can't close your toes the same way you can close your hand with a punch.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And it was so early in the fight. And then the ref saw her turning away and he still let her go punch her a few times.
Yeah.
You gotta stop the fight when she turns away.
Absolutely.
I don't know. I just think it's stupid. I think it's wrong.
I was happy Megan got a win though, because I like her.
I was going for Cat.
I love Megan.
Team Double D, baby. Team Double
Wall Harris, Andre Arlovsky. I thought Arlovsky won that fight, but
D. Can I just say that that fight stole the show for me? That was very entertaining.
Well, here's.
I'm joking.
Oh,
I'm joking.
oh man.
I don't know.
I thought Arlovsky won, but
I think I had Walt Harris winning the first 2 rounds and Lovsky winning the 3rd one. But it could have gone either way. It was really close. It was a shit fight. It was terrible.
and Arlovsky is 2 in his last 10 fights.
What's Walt Harris? I think he's 12-7, so he's not much better off.
But at least Arlovsky had a career.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. He's at the end of his career.
If Walt Harris lost that fight, I guarantee he got cut.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lovsky, they won't cut him. It's Arvind Lovsky.
No, never.
Yeah.
All right, the featherweight fight that stole the show.
Oh my God!
Chad Mendes.
This hurt me, man. This hurt me.
Alexander Volkanovski was a really good. Volkanovski, he's a good fighter.
He's a monster. That fucking liver shot he landed against the cage just took everything out.
I've never seen someone who just comes forward like that in a while, though.
Mendes comes forward too, man. They literally were just like colliding in the middle, and it was whoever got the better of the exchanges. And for a while, it was Mendes getting the better of the exchanges, but
he dropped him too.
He got tired, I think.
Yeah,
I don't know, but like I would like to see the fight again. I think that could be 5 out of 10 times Volkanovski wins, 5 out of 10 times Mendes wins.
But throwing it up there, it won't happen because Chad Mendes retired yesterday.
No way.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Money shot Mendes is gone.
So.
Oh my God.
It was good watching Money Mendes, but
that's key. But let's just look at his career for a second. He lost twice to Aldo, once to Frankie, and once to Conor McGregor. This Volkanovski won, whatever. But like before this Volkanovski loss, his 4 losses were to 4 Hall of Famers.
Absolutely.
I don't think that there's anything to be ashamed of. He's probably a Hall of Famer.
Absolutely. He's been there for a while. Like
he beat Cub Swanson, right?
Yeah, he's beaten Cub Swanson. He's beaten a lot of guys that were in the top 10 but aren't now. Like even Clay Guida was at the top 10 when he beat him.
Lamas, Ricardo Lamas.
Yeah, he knocked out Ricardo Lamas when he was number 3. Darren Elkins was number 8 at the time.
Miles Jury.
He had a couple wins. Eric Koch was number 3 at the time. Like, so
I don't know. I think that his career is gonna not get the respect it deserves because he always lost the biggest fights he was in. But if you look at it more in depth, Conor McGregor fight, he was winning the entire time, and he took the fight in 2 weeks notice, and got stopped in the 2nd round.
Second Jose Aldo fight was super close,
and it could have been called no contest because Aldo rocked him after the bell.
And it was almost fight of the year. Was fight of the year.
The Frankie fight was a dismantling. The first Aldo fight was a dismantling. But I mean, I think he's done well. It's too bad to see him go. I think he still has a lot left. He's only 33 years old.
Yeah, I'd like to see him fight again, but it is what it is.
What do you think about Volkanovski?
He's a contender.
He's up there.
He's up there, but I think Holloway would pick him apart. So
he's Holloway's too technical for him.
Holloway's just a man. No one's touching Holloway for a long time.
I don't see Holloway staying in that division though.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
But okay, so let's Holloway out. Then you leave with Ortega, Aldo, and Volkanovski.
Yeah.
It's still a very competitive, very good division.
Absolutely.
Still entertaining.
Edgar should go to bantamweight, but
you think Edgar can drop down more?
Oh, absolutely.
Don't forget he's the lightweight champ for a while there.
But he never cut weight. He came in at 154. Sorry, I dropped a bomb in here.
Oh, for fuck's sake, bro. Last week it was your feet, now you're shitting on your ass. Jesus Christ. Oh, you get better ventilation in the studio here. Okay, alright, keep going. Sorry, guys. Right. I'm gonna be like this for the next couple of minutes.
Damaging. It's called raw eggs every morning.
Woo.
Alright, Corey Anderson, Alir Latifi.
That was actually a solid fight.
Yeah, it was pretty good. But I thought Latifi got robbed.
Please explain.
I just thought he was landing the bigger shots.
Latifi won the first round, for sure. And then when he went back to his corner, he was like this. I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down. That's what this motherfucker was doing. And guess what? Once he got tired, Corey Anderson just turned it on. And he touched him up a lot more in the 2nd round. And
I had to rewatch it. I'm not going to lie. I was pretty out of it by that time.
I think it was a clean Corey Anderson win. I don't think it was close.
Corey Anderson's probably going to be... It's either going to be Anthony Smith or Corey Anderson fight Jones next, honestly.
Corey Anderson was ranked 10th going into that. Latifi was ranked 5th.
He'll go to 4th or 5th.
Shit. Did you hear what they did to Corey Anderson at the...
No, Corey Anderson's got to be higher. He beat Glover.
He was 10th coming into that fight, I promise you.
Wow. 6th.
Now he's 6th. He was 10th going in.
Oh, wow.
Did you hear what they did to Corey Anderson at the UFC Performance Institute?
No.
Okay, so they told him weeks before the fight, they're like, okay, book your time at the PI as early as you can because we have a bunch of, all the fighters need their time to get their workouts in at the PI, right? So we booked it like, I think 3 weeks ahead of time. And the day before, they called him and they're like, hey, Corey, unfortunately, the timing that you booked the Performance Institute at, John Jones wants to come in, so you can't come in. He's like, what? He's like, you guys told me to book this ahead of time, so I booked it. What do you mean I can't come in? And they're like, well, yeah, like, you can come in and use the sauna and the treadmills, but John needs the octagon, so, sorry. What the fuck? Not only are they moving the event for this fucking rat bastard because he's using steroids, they're taking people's spots and just handing them to him because he wants to come in. That, I understand special treatment, but like at least lie to Corey Anderson. At least be like, hey man, conflict of interest. We're not gonna be able to get you in for another half hour. Like tell him something. Don't be like, oh John Jones wanted your slot, bro. John Jones wanted your slot. So basically you're nobody. We're gonna have John Jones in.
That's fucked up.
It's messed up, man.
Alright, I don't want to talk about Chiesa Condit, but Condit just retired.
Why did you keep calling for guys fucking retirements, man?
Because he's lost 5 in a row.
Okay, but he didn't look bad his last 2 fights. He didn't look good against Neil Magny, but then he looked pretty solid. Who did he fight after Neil Magny?
Alex Oliveira.
He looked good. They got submitted, but he was looking good. And then he looked good this fight. I don't know how he got hit with a Kimura. Who the fuck gets submitted by Kimura in 2019? I guess 2018 at that time, but
yeah.
But that first round, I thought Condit won. He almost finished him off with an armbar.
The scrambles were nice though.
Condit was on his back most of the fight, but I thought he was doing most of the damage.
Yeah.
He was landing elbows from the bottom and did that. Almost finished the fight with an armbar. I had him up 1-0. I'm not sure I got hit with the Kimura. That's some out of nowhere stuff.
I think it was more falling on his back because they said it was weird. Obviously, when he fell a certain way and it just.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but I thought he looked good. He didn't really take any damage.
It's true.
Why not go for another one? Try and at least finish your career off with a W.
Absolutely. Your fight, Amanda Nunes versus Chris Cyborg.
Jesus Christ. Can we just talk about maybe upset of at the biggest upset? Like I can't think of a bigger upset to like the last upset of this magnitude.
That's true.
Maybe Weidman beating Silva.
Yeah, it's been a while.
TJ beating Hennenbrow.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. This is massive. This is huge. That fucking Amanda Nunes is a monster.
She's great.
Can we just talk about going into the fight? She had a lot more to gain.
Yeah.
Than Cyborg, but she also was risking a whole lot more. So it was fair. Her risk was higher, but her reward was higher. Cyborg's risk was not as high. Her reward wasn't quite as high. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Because only one of them could have came out of that a double champ. Cyborg couldn't have.
Absolutely.
So, that being said, I think it's a better storyline that Nunes won.
Mm-hmm.
Because Cyborg fucking blasts Nunes, let's say. Then what? What do they do with Cyborg? Her contract's up anyways. She probably would resign. She's the champ.
Well, she wants to resign. She probably wasn't going to resign, and now she feels she has to.
What would she have done if she didn't resign? Go to Bellator?
Invicta.
Why?
She wants to fight even worse cans.
Yeah, she is the 145-pound division. Like, I guarantee Nunes just relinquishes the belt at some point in the next couple of weeks here. Why? Like, why would you risk fighting Megan Anderson, who's 700 feet tall? And she already lost to Kat Zingano.
Well, Kat she's dummy Kat now.
I'm just saying, she's already lost to Kat Zingano, and Megan Anderson's huge. So those are the only other 3 fighters in the division. She's already beat Cyborg. We don't need to see a rematch. We know what's going to happen. We've seen that fight. It wasn't competitive.
I think the rematch would go exactly the same.
It would sell, because you're going to have those hardcores that are going to think that Cyborg just something went off, but I don't think it would be competitive. I think it'd be the exact same way it went down this time.
Oh, she'd get knocked out again.
Because Nunes' chin was checked. Before Amanda landed any of her significant shots, Cyborg landed a good right hand. And she took it. She ate it, and then she fired back with her own, and Cyborg could not take that. So we learned 1 or 2 things. Either Cyborg never had a chin, and it just hasn't been really tested, or Nunes has some fucking crazy dynamite in those hands.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it was entertaining, and my jaw dropped at that fight. Holy shit!
Really good fight. I think she's the GOAT. I'm not a big fan of her, but
we talked about this after
like,
having. I don't think she is the GOAT. I think it's hard.
Who was it? I think it was Joe Rogan. It's exactly what you said with the 4 losses. And he's like, he's like, because someone said that to him, and he's like, you have no discussion. You have no discussion. I don't even want to talk to you. You have no discussion. Like, it's just like you had 4 losses before your career. This girl, people were talking about Ron and Chris Cyborg for how long, and this girl's beat her both in under 2 minutes.
So you're saying why are you saying she's GOAT? Make an argument for her being the GOAT, please.
People used to talk about Ronda Rousey and Chris Cyborg.
Yep.
This girl's knocked them out both
in less than a minute, both.
Yeah.
Okay.
So under 2 minutes, knocking out both.
So Rousey, Cyborg.
She's beaten 3 former champions.
Miesha Tate, Shevchenko.
So, and she's beaten the current flyweight champion. That should be enough. Twice. She's beaten literally every champion of other divisions.
Okay, here's my thing though.
If you go up the pound for pound list, she's beating all the pound for pounds in that list.
When we say GOAT, it just keeps getting passed along. Rousey was the GOAT at one time. Clearly, we know she wasn't because what happened to her after, right?
Well, at the time, she was just GOAT.
Okay, so for this point in time, okay, let's say Nunes is the GOAT. At one point, she wasn't because she has 4 losses. So if we're going by like their entire career, you could make an argument. I could still argue to you that Cyborg or Rousey are both higher on the all-time list than Nunes because they have less losses and they've dominated in more devastating fashion than Nunes has. Do you know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I think resume speaks the best.
I think Rousey's a pretty damn good resume. Miesha Tate twice. She beat Kat Zingano. Mexico hair wasn't really much, but she's undefeated when she beat her.
Yeah. She's been Sarah Kaufman. Alexis Davis was still ranked.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
You're talking, okay, she knocked out Cyborg and Rousey in less than a minute. Rousey beat people in like 15 seconds.
Yeah.
I don't like Ronda Rousey.
I think you're starting to warm up to her now.
All I'm saying is I'm playing devil's advocate here. You think she's the GOAT because she's knocked out Cyborg, Rousey, Miesha Tate, submitted Miesha Tate and beat Shevchenko twice. I'm saying Rousey's lost less.
Yeah.
Rousey beat everyone they put in front of her until she came across Holly Holm. Everyone.
Yeah. And she didn't want to fight Nunes.
Cyborg, same thing. Beat everyone in spectacular fashion until she came across Amanda Nunes. So, I don't know. All I'm saying is if you're saying the GOAT...
So you're saying luck.
No, I'm just saying when we're talking GOAT, I don't think that there is enough history in the women's mixed martial arts to put someone forward to say it's done so much better than everyone else. Because Joanna, Rousey, Cyborg,
Shevchenko.
I don't think Shevchenko yet.
She's getting so underrated.
She's up there. Okay, I'm throwing there. Shevchenko, Joanna, Cyborg, Rousey, and Nunes. They all have a claim to it.
And Holly Holm. Being a boxer. She could be the greatest combat woman. I think she's the greatest woman in combat.
Okay, but we're talking mixed martial arts.
Okay, yeah.
So she's not in there. Those 5 names, you can make an argument for any of them. Because I think Joanna has the most title defenses of any woman in mixed martial arts.
No, Ronda.
Ronda does?
6.
Okay, then Joanna tied
5.
Okay. Cyborg was probably the most devastating knockout artist of them all. Nunes has the most significant wins. Do you know what I'm saying?
I don't know. Ronda might have better wins.
And
like finishes.
Ronda has the fewest amount of time in the octagon per win of all of them, which is insane.
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't know. You can say something about all of them. So I'm saying there's everyone jumping on this Amanda Nunes is the GOAT right away thing. Let's hold up again. She has 4 losses. Let's not forget that.
Yeah.
Right now, at this point in time, she's the pound for pound best female fighter.
She's also been a former champ, Nunes. She's knocked out Jermaine Duranamy.
Yeah, okay, she did beat Duranamy. That's a solid win. But you know how I feel about Jermaine Duranamy. Next, I'm going to relinquish my belt because I don't want to fight the Boogie Woman.
Duranamy.
But anyways, I don't.
Better get to the main event.
Yeah.
Stretch. John Jones and Gustafsson.
Johnny Bones Jones.
Dominated.
I was so disappointed in this fight.
Why?
I wanted Jones to get his fucking clock cleaned, man. I was excited to see Gustafsson take him out. I think I fed into the hype again, man. I thought Gus had a chance. I wasn't gonna bet on it, but I thought he had a chance.
I actually looked at that fight and I rewatched it.
The first one?
No, the second fight. I've actually watched both, and you see, if you rewatch that fight, you see how good John Jones really is. Watch his movement. Watch the way he knows what shot. You never see a fighter know even with the takedown, you could see how it's a perfect takedown. He goes, lifts, and then turns it, so he's right in the position he wants. Everything he did was perfect. To get a clean shot on that guy, he just knows what punch you're going to throw next.
And he knew exactly what range to be in, because he's like, if I'm too close, if I'm not really close or I'm not really far away, that middle boxing range, he didn't want to be in there. He wanted to be close for the Thai fighting range, or far for the leg kicks. That's what he wanted to do, and that's what he kept doing. Every time Gus tried to step in for to get into a boxing range, nope, stepped around him, kicked him, kept him back, did something. And it made for a boring fight, but a dominant performance at that. I mean, you can't take anything away from Jones' performance. He fought great.
Absolutely. I think he looked amazing.
Do you think Gus wasn't fully there? The whole, changing locations, picogram shit?
No, I think he was.
He just was
I
just
just say he
dominant.
got outclassed.
He said something to John Jones after the fight. I think he said, you're the greatest or something.
Yeah, he respected him a lot.
But I'd have a hard time saying that to someone that he honestly believes he beat the first time, and then gets found for steroids multiple
That's how you
times.
know them all too. That's kind of how you know who evolved more. That's how you know a good fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Jones has evolved more over those years.
Mm-hmm. And there's people saying that Jones didn't really train for that first fight.
Yeah, exactly.
He looked a lot better. Did you see his body?
He looked insane.
He was ripped up. Gustafsson didn't look good at all.
No.
Gustafsson looked way better back 5 years ago.
Absolutely.
So I don't know. I don't know what it was, but I bought into the hype. I think I definitely bought into the hype.
Yeah.
I thought Gus had a chance.
But I think they should just give Jones Corey Anderson next.
What?
That should be the next fight.
Do you hate money? Do you hate pay-per-view views?
It would still draw. It's John Jones.
I'm not watching that fight. I promise you.
I know you would.
Corey fucking Anderson.
You'd be at the bar.
Holy shit. They better stack that undercard for my ass, because that's tough.
It's either going to be him and Anthony Smith, or...
Him and Anthony Smith had some words on UFC tonight after. But I don't know. I don't want to see either of that. I just want to see him go to heavyweight.
Absolutely.
I just want to see him go to heavyweight. I think him and Cormier have some unfinished business, even though he's lost twice. I think that there's enough controversy, and if you do it at heavyweight, then they could be interest there. There definitely is interest.
Absolutely.
Or you could do something like have the fight at 206 pounds or something, have both belts on the line. That'd be sick.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Make the double champ belt.
Double champ fight.
Yeah.
Because it's close enough to light heavyweight, but it's still in the heavyweight division. That'd be unreal.
Cormier would hate that.
It would. I'm okay. 210.
I think Cormier just has the idea, I'm fat and I don't want to lose weight anymore.
Let's just look at those two human beings for a second. There's no way John Jones should be able to make light heavyweight easier than Daniel Cormier.
Absolutely.
Daniel Cormier has way more fat on his body, and he's way shorter. He really should be able to make that. I think you could get him down to middleweight if you really wanted to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is fucked. He's what, 5'10"?
Yeah, 5'10", 5'11".
Luke Rockhold is 6'3", okay?
He's a thick boy, but come on, man. Gustafsson makes light heavyweight.
I don't think Gus or Jones will ever fight at light heavyweight again. I don't see it happening.
Jones? He made it easy.
I think they're going up, bro. There's more money for them. What the fuck do? They can't just keep fighting each other.
Well, I don't know, unless you pull out Anthony Johnson.
Ozdemir, Anthony Smith, and Corey Anderson are all really, no one gives a shit about them. Anthony Johnson came back, that would be a draw.
But he's a heavyweight now anyway, too.
He's on all the steroids.
Oh, yeah.
All the dick pills and all the fucking needles in his ass that he can find. But, I mean, good for you, bro. Do what you gotta do. Lift your shield. Alright.
Alright, we're good for today?
No, I want to talk about one more thing. Bring up the pound for pound rankings on
Cormier?
No. I think I had. Did I post them on Instagram? Sorry, guys, Brady's a little slow here. Bro, go on our Instagram.
There we go.
Okay, I just wanted to take a look at this for a second. I'm just going to name it off to you guys for a second. We got DC.
Why is Chris Cyborg so pound for pound, though?
What? Where? Okay, we're only going to talk about the top 10, Brady. Fuck, the top 15. DC, John Jones, Khabib, Max, TJ, Woodley, George St. Pierre, Amanda Nunes, Conor McGregor, Stipe Miocic. Okay, I have a couple issues with this list. I don't know if you guys saw, we talked about it yesterday on Instagram. Please explain to me how John Jones is behind Daniel Cormier when he's beat him twice.
He said this is number one bullshit, copying Khabib.
Please explain this to me. I don't understand. I just can't wrap my head around that.
He should be number one, though.
How is Stipe on the list, but fucking Tony Ferguson isn't on the list? Please explain that one to me. Please explain that one to me, because I don't understand. What's he on, like a 14-fight win streak?
Robert Whittaker?
Yeah, but you could definitely, Whittaker should be in there over GSP for sure.
How is he the middleweight champ now? And
yeah, that's fucked. I don't know. Yeah, Whittaker's down there at 12, and GSP's at 7.
I don't agree that Chris Cyborg should be on there either.
She's at 15.
I think Jose Aldo should be up there.
Yeah, this list it's got all kinds of bias, bro. All kinds of fucking bias. There's a lot of issues here.
Conor really shouldn't be there anymore.
I don't know. He's only lost once.
Yeah, that's true.
But I don't know. I just thought I just had to bring that out there to your attention. You guys let us know what you think.
Wait, when Conor lost to Nate didn't go on a pound for pound list.
That's a good point. That's true. That's a good point. And Nate was coming off of a good win before that too.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's pretty biased.
It's just about draws, man. This is the who can draw list, not the pound for pound list. This is why.
Alexander it went up 6 spots. Chad went to 8. Alexander was at 6.
But all right, guys, that's it for us this week. We will see you next week.
All right, take it easy.
Take care.